Hola chicos, buenos días. Estoy en casa como ustedes y no me gusta, pero vamos. Nosotros vamos a empezar con una actividad de escribir. Ustedes van a escribir un párrafo. It's just a paragraph, maybe a little bit more than a paragraph, but it's not much. It's worth 16 points, and it's called La Carta de Candidato Universitario. So it's a letter as a university candidate, which will be you, or maybe you already wrote something similar to this if you're a senior. So, escribe una carta a tu universidad preferida. So write a letter to your preferred university where you present yourself as a candidato. Describe las cualidades que te hacen un buen candidato y haz las preguntas que tienes en cuanto al plan de estudios y los requisitos. So talk about the great things, the great qualities that you have, and ask a few questions about your program of study and the requirements. Incluye el vocabulario que estudiamos y el subjuntivo en la carta. So make sure that you get out your vocab sheet and you include vocab from the unit for lesson 2 vocab and try to use some subjunctive, present and past in your letter. Okay, so the things that you have to have is un saludo, include hello, but you can't say hola because that's too informal. So instead you're going to say estimado. So esteemed sir or ma'am. You use señor or señora, and if you want, you can look up the university name or the director of admissions or whatever, find out what their last name is, and you can write their last name in here. Nombre de la universidad donde quieres ser estudiante, where do you want to be a student, and you'll write that in English unless it's a Spanish or university. Number 3, la especialidad que quieres estudiar, what do you want to study? So chemistry, la química, la biología, el español. Tell what you're interested in studying. Las cualidades, so these are the qualities that you have that make you a great candidate para la universidad y la facultad. Explícate con unos detalles, explain yourself with some details y ejemplos específicos de tus cualificaciones. Include things like your achievements, your academic achievements, any clubs that you're a member of, and these kind of things. It would probably be okay if you write them in English because they're proper, if it's a proper noun. So if it's a proper noun, you could write it in English, or El Club de Español, you can write in Spanish. El Club de Interact, if you want to write it in Spanish, those kind of things. Any organizations that you're in. And so if you're in like Boy Scouts, for example, you can leave Boy Scouts in English. Any trabajo de voluntario, how you volunteer, experiencia personal, any kind of experience that you've had. Okay, and then number 5, frases en el subjuntivo. So you're going to have 2 subjunctive sentences. The first one should have a trigger with a K and a change of subject. So it can be in the past or it can be in the present. So it can be the subjunctive that you learned last year or a subjunctive that I taught you this year, whatever makes sense. I hope that, I want, it's good that, whatever, something like that. Es bueno que, quiero que, espero que. And then you need a C clause. A C clause is, if I were accepted, I would get all A's. I don't know, whatever you want to say about that. And for that, you'll use the C clause has a C in it with the imperfect subjunctive, and then it has the conditional. Finally, let's see here. Preguntas, dos por lo menos. You have to have 2 questions that you're going to ask them. You can ask them about like student life, like the study, the plan of studies or the course selection that you're interested in. La vida estudiantil, maybe like student life, what there is for kids or students to do at the university, and then requirements, maybe like an AP class or something to take the more advanced classes. And then la conclusión y la despedida formal, you have to wrap it up and then say goodbye. So to say goodbye, use atentamente. So these are just like these are just words that you would use in formal writing. So use atentamente and write your name and your last name because it's formal. This is a formal writing. If you're going to if you want to talk directly to them, make sure that you use the usted form and not the tu form. Your writing must be original. Do not use online translators for sentences. Don't share work either. I recommend word reference for help with vocab, and of course, you can ask me. So here is the list of what I just went over. So as you do it, I'll click it off. I'll be like, yep, they did all these things. And then I'll give you a 16 out of 16 when you do it right. So take your time, do a good job. It's really not that hard. It's just a paragraph, pretty basic stuff here. Don't forget to use your vocab sheet. And so it's due on Friday night at 11:59, and then over the weekend I will read them, I'll return them to you. You'll make your changes on Monday, and then the final draft is due at 11:59 on Tuesday. So we have a pretty good chunk of time to work on this. So yeah, and then after this we'll start, we're going to do a quick little study of Central America next week, and then just to finish, because we did Mexico and South America and Spain. So we'll finish up with Central America and then in the Caribbean. And then we'll watch Aventuras Vascas on Friday, and maybe we'll go to the club on Thursday night. So get ready, look out for an invitation to go to the club on Thursday. Okay, kids, miss you lots. Bye.